So we have support level through here, support level through here, support. Look at all the support. Look at all the support. And this stock here is continuing to be on a very strong downward trend. If we break this level here, it could get ugly, it could get serious, and we could see a really big drop coming really quickly. And we need to be alert of this, what's happening right now. So one, we can be alert, but also secondly, it could be a great shorting opportunity. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantee of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Howell here. Let's actually get into a market update for what happened today. Bullish tone back in the markets right now on the stock market. Continuation to see weakness in the metals and also the mining sector, especially in some of those mining sector stocks, guys. Oh my goodness! Wait till I show you what I got to show you from there as well too. So that's what I wanted to share with you right now today, traders. Let's actually get straight into the S&P 500. And look what the S&P 500 is doing, right? Look at this here, really starting to power up. I was expecting to see at least a little bit of a pullback first, but we didn't, right? We actually held here and we rallied back up above this high here. What does that tell me right now? What this tells me is that we've now broken above this high. We've broken above this high. So that tells me now that that's actually a very, very strong sign. A very strong sign in the markets. And we should now start to see, a really nice rally coming back out of this. Probably even head back up towards the 4,500 level, around about that level. That's that next resistance level, around about this whole level through here. So that level there, once again, traders, I did expect to see a little bit of a pullback first before we see this, maybe like another one more down day to freak people out and then push to the upside. But no, we continue to see a movement to the upside for when it comes to the S&P 500. So we continue to hold here, push to the upside. Let's go look at the good old Nasdaq for the day as well too. And as you can see, the Nasdaq, the exact same thing. Again, I was expecting to see at least one more down day, right? Because I was calling for that false breakout, that false breakout pattern to happen, and then at least a little bit more of a pullback before we started to see this move up. But we did not, and we can actually see here, look at this here, we actually broke above that high there. So the next resistance level is up through there somewhere when it comes to the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq could start to see possibly a few percent rise to the upside before we head back into that next resistance level through there. So around about that, 14,000 level, 14,100 level on the Nasdaq through there. Let's go look at the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones is definitely something really interesting, right? Because look at this here. The Dow Jones is still stuck in this whole area through here. Now, it does look a bit, but it does look like there's starting to be a bit of momentum, short-term momentum behind it. So we could actually see this thing start to push really nicely back to the upside through here. And traders, one of the things that's important about trading the markets, right? We need to trade what we see in the markets. Always trade what we see. And if we're not sure about what's going on in the markets, please do not trade. It's something that I tell my private clients all the time. And if you're interested in becoming a private client, then I've only got a couple of spots left open. This is daily coaching for all of 2024. It basically starts now and ends at the end of next year. This is daily coaching. If you really do need help, then my coaching program is you are with me every single market open day for at least an hour, and I'm there showing you what I'm doing. I'm coaching you every single day. So if you really do need the help, guys, that's second link in the description. Click on that. Go book a call with me. Go fill out the application form, and I'll personally call you to see if we are a good fit. So looking at the Dow Jones, right? But the Dow Jones is doing what? The Dow Jones is right at this level right here, right now. So we're actually a bit of a sideways loan through here, right? So a bit of a strong move up through here, but we are getting, this is the sort of pattern we're getting right now on the Dow Jones. Up, down, up, lower, high, and now we've got this flush down. Now we're getting this move up through here, and now we're getting this push to the upside through here. So we are still, we're sort of in no man's land right now when it comes to the Dow Jones. Moving over now through to the Russell. Russell very, very, very strong on the downside. You can see here, it's really interesting, right? That the Russell and the overall pattern Russell has been through here. The really interesting thing, right? The Russell has definitely been a lot weaker compared to the other indices. With the support level through here, resistance. So that resistance around $200 level through there and this support level around that 160 level from there, as you can see. So if this 160 level does actually continue down, we've been in this bit of a downward trend all through this level through here. So if we do break it, then we could actually start to see this thing head really or strongly on the downside when it comes to that level through there. Let's go look at the mining sector right now and the GDX right now, guys. Look at this here. It's continued to roll over. This is looking really, 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 really ugly right now. And we could be getting ready for another big drop out of the mining sector. You can see here, guys, high, lower high, lower high, and we had an equal high through here. And now we're rolling over. Some people are looking at this as a head and shoulder formation. They're saying, John, it's an inverted head and shoulder formation. There's your shoulder. There's your head. Oh, John, it's an inverted head and shoulder formation. Not yet. Not yet, right? For it to be a head and shoulder formation, guys, we would need to see this thing break above there. Then we have the shoulder, head, shoulder. But what's more, the most important thing when we're reading the markets is what's happening right now, and really forget the head and shoulder patterns of that. The trend analysis. What is the trend? And if we're making lower highs, the trend's down. Sometimes we can rally up to make an equal high, but if we don't break the high, then the trend is still down, and we can then continue down like that. So I know some people that are looking for bullish tone in the GDX right now. They're saying, "Oh, John, but it's a head and shoulder formation, and there's a shoulder, and we could start to see movement to the upside." The only way this is going to be a head and shoulder formation or an inverted head and shoulder formation is we need to wait for the shoulder to be completed, and we're not getting that. What we're getting is a high, lower high, and now this lower high all through here as well too. Makes sense? So again, we're waiting for the market to be completed. We need to wait for the shoulder to be completed. And what I mean by that is that we have this shoulder here, inverse head and shoulder, because this is an inverse head and shoulder here, come down. And what we need a breaking of the neckline. A big mistake some traders make is they go, "Oh, it's an inverted head and shoulders, it's going to go up." And then it does that on you, right? And you're like, "Oh my goodness, why did that happen?" Because guess what? High, lower high, lower high, lower high. We didn't break the highs. But so we didn't break the highs. But if the market does this, where it goes lower high, and then we come up with, and then if we've broken the high through here, now things have changed. Right? But until that happens, nothing has changed. And as you can see through here, guess what? We're just in what? We're just in a downward. We're now in a lower high, lower high, lower high. Didn't actually break the high, so we didn't actually change the tune yet. Came down. And then now it's creating this potential head and shoulder formation, but it's not a head and shoulder formation, is it? What's happening through here? Look what happened. And this is where, guys, reading what the market is telling us, right? And let's actually bring this up to this level through here. If this was the head and shoulder formation, and this is where it's reading what the market is telling us from here. Again, guys, in that first link in the description there, guys, I've got a free trading course if you want more techniques like this, and I even teach you my trading system for free. So that first link in the first link in the description there. Again, I teach you my trading system for free, and there's a whole bunch of there's about 7 hours worth of content there. Anyway, so if this was going to be a shoulder, head, shoulder formation, right? This is going to be your right shoulder here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Something like that. If that was going to be that level there, that it would have been this time here. And this is where it's important, right? We continue to analyze what the market is doing. One, we didn't break the high there, so it was just a bit of a fake out. But secondly, we would need to see this thing break above this high here, right? If this was going to be a inverted head and shoulder formation, right, it would have been this day right here. We would have continued up, right? We would have done this. There, again, this is that right shoulder here. We would have continued up, and we would have just continued up like that there and continue to break through like that. But we didn't. What ended up happening? We actually stopped where? We stopped right at that level through there. Right at that level all through there, as you can see. And then we started to retrace this up bar. This was the time for this thing to really start the buyers come back in. On this day right here, when this bar completely retraced, this day right here, right there, when this day came down and completely retraced this entire bar. So this was the entire bar here. When we had one day and then this day on day here completely retraced this entire bar down, then you knew that this here was a bit of a fake out. because they know what's happening here, right? It's a complete fake out. And then now, guess what's happening? Down, 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 and we're possibly going to continue to go down, down, down from there. Makes sense? So that's the head and shoulder formation there. We really want to keep an alert out for. And again, always be firstly focusing on trend analysis, the highs and lows. But if it is going to be a head and shoulder formation, high or low, we need to break past previous highs. Okay, so if this is going to be a start of a bull market, right? It'll need to break past previous highs, and then away we go from there. Let's go look at the GDX. And the GDX, same sort of thing, right? Look at this here, the exact same sort of scenario through here. Let me take you off the screen. Down, started to create the high low, but then came right back up. But look where it actually rejected it, right at that high there, right? Bit of a fake out. Once again, 1-2 days later, completely retraced this bar. That was telling you if you were long this market because of this head and shoulder formation or potentially this higher low, then you need to be out of this position now, because it's telling you that this down day here was telling you that this up bar here is a fake out. They've faked you out. And now being long right now would be very, very risky, because we're likely to continue down, which is exactly what we've been getting through here. Looking at the SIL and the SILJ, should I say. The SILJ is, look at this level through here, right? This is that major level through there, man. The silver mining sector, look at this here. Look at all this here. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. This is where the trend is your friend, right? The trend is your friend. Having these lower highs through here, traders, and now at this level through here, if you're trying to buy this right now from a trading perspective, you are gambling, and you are probably going to get destroyed in these markets, especially the mining sector right now. I'm looking for shorting opportunities. Why? Because the market's gone down. Like, just go with the market. Don't fight it. Do not fight the market. Go with the market. Which is really interesting. Like, I want to buy now before everyone else does. Yeah, and then you get your account blowing up. Anyway, and the SIL, which I'm pretty sure this was the stock on the intro that I was talking about. But look at this level through here. And that doesn't look like much. But look at this here, traders. We've actually had this major level of support level through here. Support level through here. If it does flush down, there's no support. There's absolutely no support until we get to possibly around the $16 level there. Now, again, that doesn't look like much, but let me actually zoom this in. That's that level from there to there, right? That's actually what? That's actually about a 30% drop, and it could happen pretty quickly. And once again, what are we getting here? And this is where traders, what? The trend is your friend until the end, right? High, low, lower high, equal high. See the equal high there? Look what happened here. Equal high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then now we're possibly doing something like that, right? We'll continue to roll over. And this is where traders, we always important to trust what the chart is telling you. And especially when we wrap it around, we want to wrap it around on rule number 1, which is trend analysis. In that free trading course, first link in the description there, guys, I teach you, actually the very first video you get is actually my trading system. I teach you for free, and you'll see that I'm looking for rule number 1, which is what is the trend. Because the trend, remember, the trend is the big boys telling you what they're thinking and feeling. And if they're thinking and feeling that they're not liking this, they're going to continue to sell it down, sell it down, sell it down. Remember, you and I don't push this around. It's the big boys in the market. Make sense? And that's actually, and it's something that I always tell my private clients all the time. Again, if you want to become a private client for all of 2024, where you're with me every single day when the market's open for an hour, and you see me doing what I'm doing, and I'm there coaching you and helping you and coaching you and helping you every single day the market is open. This is intense coaching program. If you really do need them help and you want to make 2024 the best year ever, guys, then that second link in the description, click on that. You go fill out the application form, and I'll personally call you. Again, this is for all of 2024, guys. This is me and you every single day coming together there. Okay, this is the intense coaching program, and it's only for serious traders only. So we can see this level through here, right? So the very first thing we want to be focusing on is what is the trend telling us, and until things start to change, like we talked about on the mining sector, then we need to continue to go with that. So let's go look at gold, silver as well too, right? So same thing for silver. Some people are saying, John, but some people are saying, John, is this a bull flag through here? And you know what? You could be right. You could be right. Could be right. But what do we need here for this to be a bull flag? We would need what? We would need actually an open and a breaking above that level there for this to be a quote unquote bull flag. But remember I said before, right? The trend analysis is rule number one in your trading. Now investing, guys, is different. Investing is that you're using fundamentals, cycle analysis, you're buying and you're holding for many, many years. You don't really care about the short-term price. Trading the markets like on short-term, especially if you're trading the markets for a couple of days, maybe for a couple of weeks, looking for positions like I am. And again, if you do need help, that second link in the description there, guys, and I'll be happy to show you what I'm doing. I'm always going with the market. Why would I go against it? If I'm going against the market, I'm going to get destroyed 9 times out of 10. Why not flip it on its head where I can have an 80, 90% success rate and go with the market, right? Anyway, it's much, much easier. So remember I said before about the trend analysis. Look at this here. High, it actually made a lower high, lower low, same high, pretty much another same high. And now look what's happening. What are we doing? We're actually starting to roll over and we're potentially getting ready for something like that to come out of silver there. So right now, guys, silver is definitely rolling over. And what we see, remember we want to trade what we see, not what we think or hope or fear. We always want to trade with what the market is telling us right now. And then even when we're in a trade, we want to trade with what the market is telling us, not what we're thinking, not what we're hoping for, or not what we're fearful of. Never trade based off what you think, what you hope, or what you fear. Never trade based off what you think, hope, or fear in the markets, because that's never a good idea. The only thing we should be doing is making a logical decision, and this is very, very hard if you're having too much risk in the markets, a logical decision about what the market is telling you right now. And if that starts to change the tune, if you're in a short and it starts to change the tune, you need to get out, so on and so forth, right? And so right now, silver's actually been in a downward trend and it looks like we're potentially getting ready for a movement on the downside. Look what even happened yesterday, right? It came down to this level of support. It actually bounced and then today it actually broke that level through there. So silver actually looks really, really, really weak from there. Let's go look at gold right now. And gold, not like the other indices, look what happened with gold, right? We had a high, lower high, same high, or maybe even a lower high. Now look at this here, higher high. What does that mean? We actually then that means that this pullback here, which was expected, and you guys know I was expecting this pullback to happen, and it happened. The thing about this pullback is that, remember, a pullback is just against the trend. When we have a bullish trend like that, right? That's an uptrend, right? No, John. This is a pullback, right? So we get pullbacks and continuation. I do believe that that's what this is going to be, but obviously you're not going to trade based off that. There we need, obviously I have a system when I personally trade. I have the exact pattern that I look for, and which obviously that's the reason why trading guys for me is never about guessing. I'm not going to guess. I just wait. I just have a system that I know that works most of the time, and then I can just trade based off that. What I'm looking for right here is I'm looking for this market to hold here, and then to see this thing move up. If we do start to see this, guys, and we start to get a breaking, we get this high low, and we start to see a breaking above 2,000, we could be getting ready for an extraordinary quality move.